want to be here, neither do we. That's why we call it the obligatory. We talk about farts, food, Mike's kids, $5,000 beds, girls, comedy, and Kermit's butthole. Yeah, maybe the facts aren't right, but here's the obligatory podcast with Kermit and Myke.
What's going on? It's Obligatory Podcast with Kermit and Myke, episode 76. If you don't know, you should know. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube if you want to see us, Podbean, iHeartRadio, and I'm missing something here. I don't know.
No, I think you got it.
That's all. Oh, Instagram, Facebook, of course. Oh, and as always, we have a Patreon account. We got some new tiers up, so you guys can check those out. We got tiers starting from $1 all the way up to $30. And some of those are pretty good gifts that you get in part of it.
Really? I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's all your stuff. So, you know.
You put my stuff on Patreon?
Pretty much. It's
like what?
So, I think like
my car?
So, I think like $1 gets you, thank you, of course.
Okay.
$5 gets you a couple of exclusive things. I put stuff up there that doesn't make it to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And then $10 or something like that gets you some tickets to our shows and upcoming shows and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think when you start hitting the 25 to 30, you get a watch.
Oh, so you're just auctioning off my merchandise?
Yeah, or a wallet,
wow.
Fire wallet.
You piece
and then
of shit.
for 50, I think you get a date with you.
What?
Yeah, and like you pick them up and drive them wherever the hell you want, wherever the hell they want. Actually,
wait, how come I'm the one going on dates? Why don't you go on dates?
Because you're a whore. You're the whore of this part.
I'm the whore. I've seen your Instagram account. I'm the whore?
How dare you, sir?
How dare you, sir?
What I do on my gram is none of your business.
Okay.
So, yeah. So,
Fair
I think
enough.
for $50, you go on a date with Myke.
Wow. And we're going to spend that $50 on the date. So if you're thinking you're going to spend $50 to get a date and then it's going to be a date worth more than $50, you are out of your fucking mind.
See, man, this is why we don't have any followers.
Why? Because you're trying to whore me out for $50?
Yes, that's why.
It doesn't seem very cost effective. We get $50 and then I spend more than $50.
Well,
on
I
date.
get $50
once again.
towards the equipment.
Towards the equipment, and then you're auctioning off my merchandise that you're going to keep the money for. So once again, when do I start seeing some kind of...
I got to get the merchandise from you, so clearly I'll get you the money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got money for fake mustaches, man. With my money. With my money. Oh, man. So, yeah, well, we survived the hurricane. That was a thing.
We did the podcast on the hurricane.
We did the podcast Tuesday night when the hurricane was supposed to hit late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. We record the podcast, and then we go over to the ale house because we decide we're going to meet up and, have some grub.
Yeah.
And I get there, and we had called over first to make sure they were open. They're like, yeah, we're open. Then I get there. There's a sign on the door saying we're closing early and limited menu. And as soon as I read it, it starts coming down just buckets of rain.
By the way, we went.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
And did you chill out and
eat
there
we
and everything?
ate there and everything. It was fine.
Really?
They stayed open past 10.
Those sons of bitches.
They're just saying that. They can't leave. They can't kick people out if they're already in there.
Yeah, they can.
No, they cannot.
They can.
No, they can't. And it was just rain. It wasn't like no hurricane rain. It was just rain. It was just Florida rain.
Yeah, but a restaurant can still kick people out. Like
not
if they say we're
ordered
closing
food.
at 10.
But if there's people already there, like if they walk in at 9:50, they got to serve.
So you guys still had a good time, and I was already heading home.
Yeah, you're already heading home. I was like, all right.
Well, then I'm glad you guys had a great time. I got drenched, like soaked, walking back from the door to my car. And then when I hopped on the turnpike to head home, I guess I was just caught in the, we'd seen the bands.
Yeah.
Because it was like dry, dry, dry. Jesus Christ, how am I going to survive this? Dry, dry, dry. Jesus Christ. The only thing that saved me was like I was one of the only cars on the turnpike. And then in the other direction, I saw a bunch of power trucks going the other way. There had to be like 30 of them with the little orange lights going down the road. But, I think we locked out big time on the hurricane thing. The only thing is, there's surviving and then there's surviving. Like the boys were out of school for like 3 extra days.
Okay.
So we were kind of stuck in the house. I think at one point I actually wished the hurricane would have came.
You didn't lose electricity.
Didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
Didn't lose anything. But sometimes like I see you like once a week, and that's a good amount. I still like you when I leave here. But if we were trapped like in a house in a situation where no one's going anywhere for 3 or 4 days.
It'll be a good old time. Bro, we have so much fun.
I give us 12 hours.
Bro, we have like board games.
12 hours.
We can play foot games like that.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
You know, stuff like that.
Stop touching my feet.
That's what.
Stop touching.
That's the kind of games we'll do.
Sometimes I can't even make it through an hour with you.
Sometimes.
Like,
we'll see what happens tonight.
Oh yeah, I got my mouth on curb video ready to go.
You get your mouth up. Well, you already busted your mouth. By the way, I wish I had this on tape. Mike comes over here and he tries to adjust the mic and he eats the whole mic on his front tooth.
Well, yeah, because someone had unscrewed it on the other side, so it came up out of the little fucking holder
It
right there.
busted your more bottom lip.
Yeah, at least I take the time to adjust my mic. We've been sitting here for 30 minutes before we press record. We press record. You're like, I'm bringing us in, and all you hear is,
Oh, I did not move the mic.
you
like
did.
That.
You moved it like 5 times.
I did not move it 5 times.
We'll go to the video. You did.
I don't want to watch
the whole
video.
time. You finally sit down. I'm like, wow. If only we had taken a second to do this while we were doing.
You can't even hear it. Well, now you can because I got aggressive with it, but you can't even hear it.
Yeah, you're a little sensitive today.
No, you're sensitive.
No, you're sensitive.
You're sensitive with
you're catching feelings.
Your 76 shirt.
I wore the 76 shirt because it's our 76th episode, and that's special because I have to have a shirt.
I already went over this. You're supposed to do it by 25s and celebrate.
Well, our first one doesn't really count.
What do you mean our first one? This is 76, so it would be
I didn't like the first episode.
50,
so
and then
first
75.
episode doesn't really count, so technically I'm celebrating the 76, which would theoretically be the 75th.
And then, well, anyways, so you wore the shirt.
I did
celebrating
wear
the episode 76.
Celebrating episode 76.
But you really wear that shirt because that's your age.
Because I got it because I was born in 1976.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought I was saying that was your age.
You think I'm 76 years old?
I was just saying, white people age like milk.
White people, what's that mean?
You guys age awful.
I'm sorry. The glare from the lights off your bald head is.
You can't see my bald head.
It's reflecting
No, it's
off
not.
the wall.
No, it's
and
not.
It's so fucking shiny. It's coming right up.
Listen.
Here. I'm just saying, for 76, I feel good having full head of hair.
I pay a lot of money.
When you at 36,
I pay a lot of money for these stupid vitamins.
You pay
that
a
are
lot
not
of
working.
money for people. For people to glue those hairs that fall back.
I don't have hairs on my. I don't have glued hair. This is all natural.
You know, every time I go get my hair cut, and I see a girl cutting off 12 inches to donate for some kid with a wig, I'm like, I hope Kermit gets that one.
So that's not true. That's not true, and it hurts because I'm sensitive about my bald head right now.
What bald head?
Exactly. Exactly.
What bald head?
What a bald head. I have a full set of hair.
That's
over
probably
here.
why I'm going blind, sitting across from you once a week.
No.
I'm taking my eyes out.
No, that's the shine from your bottom lip hitting your upper eyes.
Oh, I do have a big lip.
You have a big old lippy lip.
I do have.
You
big
got
lips.
a diving board lip.
They're
They call it.
Diving board.
Yeah, you can just go.
I do that.
Do you do that? Is that why it's probably big?
I used to. I used to be like those sucker fish in the tanks that just go.
I can't imagine you kissing a woman. Just
what? Ladies love my big luscious lips. Have you ever kissed someone with small lips? It's weird. It's like kissing a frog.
No.
No, you never like those tight, tiny lipped girls.
No, that's white girls. White girls have small lips.
You've never kissed a white girl?
No. Never had a white girl.
You've never kissed a white girl?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
I find that amazing.
Yeah, never kissed a white girl.
Not even by accident.
Well, no.
Not even the ones you abducted.
No.
It was just sex.
No, that's not true. That's not true. And no, not
okay, so first you've never killed anyone.
Oh,
wink,
we're going back
wink.
to this?
And now you've never abducted anyone.
I never, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a good Christian boy.
Are you, though?
Yes.
Are you?
Very.
Well, then you'll enjoy this.
What's that?
There's a Catholic school in Tennessee that the principal of the school, the pastor, if you will, has banned the Harry Potter chain of books from the library.
Yeah, guys, it deals with witchcraft.
He got rid of it because it deals with witchcraft.
Which I'm not surprised.
And I'm just like, well, wait until this guy reads the Bible.
Yo,
I don't think he knows what's in the Bible.
I just realized that. Yeah.
Right?
Talking bush.
It's like, wait a minute, this guy was dead. Now he's back, and we're all. And wait a minute, his blood is water or wine? I can't keep. Whoa, he turned 4 fish into enough to feed 1,000?
You're telling me there's a guy that was able to rip open the sea and just walk everybody through?
Yeah, that's like David Blaine's last special. You're telling me. You know the thing? They only allow for one boy wizard in their school. And that's it.
You're telling me there's a dude that made a ship big enough to hold 2 of every
animal.
Every animal.
Well, no.
Oh,
There were other animals.
Right.
But they didn't make it on, so we don't have them anymore.
Where's that dodo bird?
Right, and those are all those dinosaurs. Those weren't dinosaurs. Those were just animals that Noah didn't rescue.
Got you.
Yeah, I just find it weird. His whole defense was that the spells in the Harry Potter books are actually spells. And therefore, if you say them out loud,
That would be dope.
then they may come true.
I would definitely be a bigger Harry Potter fan if that was true.
Right? And I just imagine, and he's like, and brings demons into the world. If you say, I'm like, wow, because I've seen those movies with my kids so many times. Not a single demon appeared. I mean, Ollie is always a demon, so I don't know. If he's,
Yeah, your kid's naturally a demon.
but I just thought that was crazy. The best thing about the hurricane, though, is it brought out Sharpie Gate.
What is Oh,
Oh my God. I
bro.
was dying with some of these memes.
why is it he feels a need to like?
He
feel
can't
like-
just say, I made a mistake.
No, well, you can't like.
Can't walk it back. Say, I'm human. I made an error.
Yeah, well, just like you don't know shit about that. Why even comment on
Right.
it? That's like us talking about how to build a car.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know, but well, what you got to do is you don't know shit.
I like how he went from one day saying, I've never even heard of a Category 5. I don't think I even knew anything even existed, which he had said the past 3 Category 5s that hit. He said the same thing. But the very next day, he's like, well, I know more about hurricanes than anyone. Believe me when I tell you it's going to hit Alabama.
Here's the shitty part. He tried to spin it like this is because of him. That's why it's such a big hurricane. Like, bigger is better. Like, that's what I was like, dude, come on, man. Like, oh, that's
He's got to have the
first time
biggest of
ever.
everything.
Yeah.
Longest government shutdown in history.
Yeah, with
that
his
was
small
mine.
hands.
Biggest hurricane ever. And so for those of you who missed it, I don't know how you can. He tried to defend it after the hurricane had passed Florida by showing the prediction course of the hurricane that the National Weather Center had sent over. And you can clearly see the hurricane's path where they predicted it covers like Florida and parts of Georgia. But someone had taken a black Sharpie marker and extended that prediction path to Alabama. So all these memes came out for the rest of the week. And it was just all the other things that Trump can fix with a Sharpie marker. I think one of them was like when Trump plays golf, and it was a picture of a golf ball next to a golf hole. It hadn't gone in, but someone took a Sharpie and extended the hole. And then they were like, hole in one. And then another one was Melania and Donald walking. And Trump someone drew a Sharpie of hand coming off Trump holding Melania's.
Yeah.
And it's like
slapped it away.
relationship goals. And then there was another one where he's walking with an umbrella that's not covering her in the rain. And someone extended it. And the best one was so far, they're like, hey, we finally got a picture of Trump's wall being completed. And it was just a blank field, but someone had drawn a wall with a Sharpie all the way across. So it's Sharpies fix everything, I think.
He's on a roll this week. And like now he's on Twitter fighting with freaking John Legend's wife.
Yeah.
Chrissy Teigen, whatever. Dude, it's just so dumb. Like, dude, you're the president, bro. Stop. Stop.
What are they fighting about?
They're I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it was prison reform because
Yeah.
like they're both on board expressing all the great views they've had with prison reform and everything else, and Trump's taking credit. He's like they're stealing credit for the policies I made.
Yeah. And it's just, oh, this dog.
What'd the dog do?
This dog. I'm going to punch you in your head.
What'd he do?
I'm not going to punch you in your head. But look, he just knocked
Are we back on camera now?
he knocked down the whole cable.
Oh, do you have to readjust?
No, screw it, man. It's fine. We'll wing it.
Yeah, so he's like John Legend and his wife, Chrissy Teigen, who's very vocal about not liking Trump. She's called him like stupid.
She called him a pussy ass bitch.
Yeah, that too. But he's like, they're stealing my credit. And at the same time, I think Trump also said, and I also wrote all of me.
Oh, did he say that? No, I was going to say, holy
Because
shit.
all of me loves all of you. But Sharpie's getting free press off this, man. They're staying out of it.
Are they getting free press?
They're
from
staying
him
out.
talking shit.
Well, Trump originally, when he took over in the White House, he didn't like the pens that were the presidential pens that they pay like $200 a piece for to sign
Right.
things. He's like, these pens are horrible. He's like, I like Sharpies. So he wrote Sharpie, and Sharpie made a special edition Trump Sharpie. It's all black casing with his signature in gold. And he's now, mind you, Sharpie's not going, hey, we love Trump, but they're not stepping away from him saying, please don't use our product.
No
either.
kidding.
So they're getting free publicity for this. But then this also happened. A student, let me find out where this school was.
How did we get down the rabbit hole of this crap?
Of Sharpies?
Of president.
Oh, we brought up Alabama, dude.
Did we bring up what? Wait, when did we talk about Alabama?
Hurricane?
Oh. Yeah. No, we were talking about the hurricane and him talking about how he knew how hurricanes work.
Yep.
Then the asshole wanted to nuke it.
Oh, originally, but several different people have brought up that can we nuke these things?
Yeah.
And so I will say he's not the first one to bring it up, but after the first person brought it up, they gave all the reasons why you can't. So if you're still bringing up nuking hurricanes, there's probably some issues. So this happened. A student, I'm trying to find out where this was. A school in Texas, okay, has a policy about fades, like the haircuts. You know? And basically, you can get your haircut however, as long as it fits within a certain guideline. But one thing you can't have is like carvings or like, shaving or stuff like that.
And they freaking
So this black kid came in.
Yeah.
And he had some like squiggly, it looks like a design. An M is like what it looks like.
It's like a lightning bolt.
Yeah. And they declared that it was a violation of the dress code. So he could either take in-school suspension, which would automatically remove him from, I believe it was the track team, or he was given the option of coloring it in with a Sharpie marker.
Dude, man, that is...
So this kid didn't want to take an in-school suspension. He also didn't want to get kicked off the track team. So he went and sat in the vice principal's office while the vice principal and another teacher took turns laughing and giggling as they colored in this kid's hair cut with a Sharpie marker.
That is wild.
Which is, number one, ridiculous. Number two, the mom, of course, rightfully so, flipped the fuck out.
Of course.
And number three, if it was a white kid, would they have used white out?
Oh, Jesus.
I mean... Seriously, it makes it all the more racial if it's a solution that's only going to work for people of certain color. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, no, dude, it's not even like it was. I'm looking at it. It's not even like it was a gang symbol or anything violent.
Dude, that is beyond the most racist shit I've seen.
Yeah, and it's just, come on in here. Now, I will say this: I have accidentally shaved off my eyebrow before.
We know.
And I've drawn it back out with a Sharpie. I've done that before. Yeah. I've turned into like a 13-year-old Latina chick. I've also had socks, black socks that had holes in it. So I've used a Sharpie to color my toe.
Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I do that?
Because you put it in the shoe.
Yeah, but you still, you take your shoes off. If you got people around and stuff like that. Like if I come over to your house, I don't want you seeing that I got holes in my socks.
Well, I expect that you have holes in your socks.
But I don't.
You're
but maybe I have.
Wait. So you time out. So you have a hole.
I've done the same thing with pants, dude.
No, pants are different.
Why are pants different?
Pants are like because
pants are like socks for your legs.
You colored your toes black.
Yeah.
To match the sock.
Yeah. It's a hack.
Way,
it's a life hack.
No, that's not a life hack. That is the cheapest shit I've ever heard. That way you blend in with the Asian family that you're going to visit that weekend?
Yes. People judge you by the holes in your socks.
Well, yeah, we do. But
see that? See that? You never know what situation you're going to be in where you're like, damn, I wish I had my socks like my toes colored perfectly.
I'm looking at your socks right now.
Yeah, no holes, right?
Well, yeah, because you have a brand new pair of socks.
No, these are old.
Well, they're the throwaway socks.
Yeah.
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 That is some borderline ghetto shit, man.
What, you've never done?
No, I just throw them away and get a new pair of socks.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, 1%.
When it comes to socks, yeah, damn right I am the 1%.
Sorry over there, living with all your lap of luxury and had your life handed to you so easy.
Oh,
is this,
boy, here we go.
Is this why you get upset when I go after your boy Trumpy because he's like your best buddy and he's all about you?
I don't get upset. I'm with you on that.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't like him. I think he's a horrible person.
He is.
All right, no, I agree with you. I get sick of talking about him because it's beating a dead horse.
Yeah, he's funny this week too because like all the polls are showing that he's probably behind, and his he's the lowest ever in job approval right now. But every time a report comes out where he's losing points in job approval, the first thing he does is like fake news. That's a fake news.
I mean, even we
have an eternal report. polling, and those are accurate. Then someone leaked that internal report. He's like, well, that was a fake one that they leaked.
Even his own channel is like going against him. Fox went after him.
Well, Fox is saying that like, they in 3 different ways they see him losing to like Democratic candidates and everything else. But I will say this. I mean, come on, man. The polls had him not even a 50% chance of winning the presidency. And I think we've all learned polls are fucking until votes are cast. Polls are shit.
Man, screw him. Man, screw that. Let's get off Trump. We got to ruin our podcast with him.
Didn't mean to ruin your buzz.
Yeah. You know what I didn't ruin my buzz?
Mm-hmm.
Apple just did a huge drop today.
Oh, yeah? What they got?
We got a new phone coming out, iPhone 11.
When's this happening?
You know what? I don't know when we get the damn phone, but it's
because like I've been putting off. I'm still rocking.
What are you rocking?
I got the iPhone 6S.
Ugh. Oh God! Get out of my house.
Is that what I have?
Don't ever call me on your phone again.
Does it contaminate your phone?
Yeah, it does, dude. It actually slows my phone down.
Yeah, I believe that actually.
Ugh.
Where's the?
How do you even use that thing?
Pretty much the same way you've used every iPhone ever created.
No.
So there's a new iPhone.
I bet you it feels like sand when you scroll.
What's this one gonna be called?
iPhone 11.
iPhone 11.
iPhone 11 and an iPhone 11 Pro. So what's
the difference?
Oh man, better camera, of course. 3 lenses, baby.
3 lenses.
That is some like Total Recall kind of looking.
Dude, what do you need that for?
Because man, you want to take pictures at the best quality that your eyes can even focus to.
Yeah, I'm rocking the iPhone 6S. I just updated the software version.
Please stop talking.
To the newest 12.4.
Please stop talking.
But I think my software updates after the last 6 weren't meant for this phone.
The update tells you to upgrade your phone. That's all that update does for you. We get a ultra wide camera, then we get a wide camera, and then we get a
we can finally get pictures of your mama.
My mom is not fucking fat.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
My mother's a saint.
Yeah, but she got 4 sets of wings just to get her off the ground.
That one hurt. Yeah, but so you get to shoot in 4K. And then we also got a new iPhone watch coming out, which is awesome. This is like Dick Tracy times 1,000. Like this.
So
watch.
Are there people that will get like the new iPhone and the watch? Do you need both?
No, but honestly, from what I'm looking at these watches, like why do I even need my phone? It's doing everything. I guess I'll need my phone to do app stuff.
Okay, because I thought the phone just linked up, or the watch linked up with your phone. I thought that's what.
Yeah, the watch links up with your phone, but now it's going to be able to check your text, answer. It's going to have FaceTime.
I hear it might even be able to tell time.
That's one of the options.
Can it do this? Can it do this?
Mike's showing off his Fire Wallet or Firewatch.
Which, if you go to our Patreon and pledge $20 a month, you're going to get a free Firewatch.
I think it's 25. Don't quote me on
25. What? If you do 20, I'll give you a Firewatch.
Don't say that.
Fine. Do
the $50. Go on a date with Mike.
Don't go on a date.
For 100, you get to have your way with him. I'm going to add that tonight. So
what? This is why I didn't want you in charge of the Patreon.
We get a new Apple TV coming out.
It wasn't because I didn't trust you with the money. It's because I don't trust you with the tears.
We get a new Apple TV coming out.
I'm pretty sure this is illegal. They got rid of Backpage for exactly this reason. I require 80 roses.
Why don't you trust me, man?
Wow. Let me just start listing things over here.
What are you talking about, man? How long have we known each other?
How long have we known each other?
How long have we known each other?
I don't know. I met you the first time.
I've been doing comedy
when you were running, what was that place right around the corner?
Frank's.
So what year were you doing Frank's?
I was 2 years in at Frank's. I was 2 years in, and I was just kind of like, I couldn't.
So I avoided you for the first 2 years of your comedy career?
Or the first? Yeah, at least, because I wasn't really social.
Oh, okay.
No, man, I was. And to call myself a comedian the first 2 years was very slim.
I probably thought you were just the busboy when I saw you.
Yeah, dude. I would show up to other bar maybe once every 8 months.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I definitely wasn't noticed.
No, I wasn't noticed. And then, like, I'll go to Why Not Lounge, and I'll just sit in the back.
Yeah.
I'll just sit in the back, and I'll leave. I wouldn't talk to anyone.
And that was back before Preacher and us were rotating. It was during, like, the original Tuesday. Yeah, so that was a while ago because it shut down for a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
That was a good room. I like that.
yeah, I forgot who the hell was running. But either way, whatever. So yeah, so at least
So when you started out, what were the open mics going on in town?
I didn't know any. I knew Other Bar.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Why Not Lounge.
Wow.
And then I found
So
out
what
about
year did-
Austin's like in my 4th or 3rd year in.
What year did you start, you think?
Well, we're in 2019, so I think I'm on my 7th year now or 6th year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So yeah,
Hmm.
I don't even know when I officially started.
So when were you running Frank's? 2014, something like that?
Something like that. Probably 14 or 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to say I was running Frank's, that was like maybe like I think we did like 4 shows. And
I
then,
think I did 2 of those 4 shows.
yeah,
'Cause
4 shows, and then it
I
went to
think I did an open mic, and then I think you did a Valentine's show. or
yeah
something.
Valentine's show where the manager was too high on cocaine, and then
Mhm.
I went in the back to collect the money, and he was doing a bump.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Did he cut you in?
No,
What a piece of shit.
I didn't want any. I was like, that was good.
Yeah.
So I walked out.
Speaking of cocaine, do you know that was one of the side effects of Hurricane Dorian?
Yeah, like washed up a bunch of kilos
Like
of
a
cocaine.
ton of coke and weed were washing up right on the same beach that I was at Gregory's the weekend before and walked those same beaches. And now a week later, I could have been a millionaire. This
Yeah,
is
he
bullshit.
wasn't there that week.
I was not there that week. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But they actually posted pictures because I guess a big bale of weed like washed up on shore. And they have pictures of some girl in a bikini and she's just like taking it, just like grabbing.
Oh, they caught her taking the weed?
Someone took a selfie, or not a selfie, but someone took a photo of her taking like this thing washed up on shore and she just decided, hey, it's weed. So now they posted that picture. Like, what kind of piece of shit gives that picture to the cops? Some girl just grabbing weed.
I mean, she can't get in trouble for that, can she?
Apparently they can. The cops put it all up if they're looking for her and everything else. But it's like, God,
Oh, damn.
God wanted you to have this.
God wanted you to have that.
Yeah.
It's a sign from Poseidon himself.
You know what fishermen call it when like a bale of drugs is found floating in the water?
What's that?
They call it a square grouper.
A square grouper?
That's like their inside joke. Like, hey, caught me a square grouper. Because usually it's
Because
like packaged in boxes and bricks and
Hilarious.
stuff like that. So it's like, how was fishing today? Got me 1 or 2 square groupers. That's some good eating. You know? That's an eating fish.
Wonder where it washed up from. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, you know, that's always how it goes, too. It's like the guy who calls it in, like, hey, I just found like 3 bricks of cocaine on the beach. I just want to turn and the cops get there and they're like, no, it was 1. It was an exaggeration. That number just keeps dropping.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we didn't get hit by the storm, but I also didn't score any free drugs. So it's been a tough week.
I have a feeling we're going to get an email. I heard you like some drugs.
I heard you like drugs. You know what I did get? I went over to Other Bar last night. Say hey to you. Check out the open mic. And
Because we didn't know if we were going to have an open mic.
yeah, you want to get into that a
We
little
can.
bit?
I don't give a
Go
shit.
ahead. What's going on? Because I caught bits and pieces and didn't know it was such a serious thing until I actually showed up last night.
It's
And there
huge.
was hired security and one of the owners working the bar. So fill me in. Plus, it affects you directly because unfortunately you have a very unique name, which
So-
fortunately helps you in comedy because people are like, wow, that's a unique name. But unfortunately, it's so unique that no one believes there's anyone else named that,
No, not at all.
especially at the same area. So
So
please fill me in.
Saturday I went to the Tampa Bay game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at the Tampa Bay game. My phone starts blowing up.
Tampa Bay what?
Tampa Bay versus 49ers football game.
Oh, you went to a football game.
Yeah, I went to a football game.
Was that regular season game?
It was the first opening season game.
Oh, how'd you swing those tickets?
My buddy bought them, and then he invited me, and then I paid him back. But
Your team win?
I don't care for
Foul
either team.
football.
I don't care for either team.
Oh, okay.
It's a Tampa stadium. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. Was it packed out?
Packed out, way too freaking hot.
Mm-hmm.
I would never do it again unless it's like wintertime.
Right.
And I never realized that Tampa hates their own team.
Really?
Yeah, they're the weirdest fan base ever.
Not aware of that.
Tampa hates Tampa Bay football or
They boo their
Tampa
own
Bay
people?
Buccaneers.
I will tell you this. The only time I've been out to Tampa for a sporting event was to see the Tampa Bay Lightning play the Boston Bruins. And it's because I was a Bruins fan. I kind of get the feeling that most people in Tampa only go professional sports games out there to see when their team that they actually enjoy is coming to play their home team.
So that's the thing. The whole stadium was more 49ers fans, but they all had the same stupid color. It was
Yeah.
red and white or white and black or whatever. And you couldn't tell, but dude, you can hear about the chants. I was like, geez, your guys' team is the disrespect in this stadium, in your own home. No one loves you.
Yeah.
It's just disrespectful.
And did they lose?
Yeah, they lost, and they sucked. They did horrible.
No.
So, anyways, so I'm at the game. My phone starts blowing up, and I check my phone, and it's some random black chick, and she's like, "Hey, you are a piece of crap. F you, you piece of shit. Blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Okay." Then I get another one, and then another one, and another one, and I'm like, "What is going on?" So I'm looking, I'm reading, I'm not responding. I'm just reading it, and they're all like, you have a bullshit bar. Your bar is
and they're referring to the other bar.
They're like, the other bar should be shut down. You guys are racist.
And that's just to clarify, in case you've never listened to us, that's where you host your
right. So I run the open mics at other bar every Monday.
Right.
And they're just
Wall Street, downtown Orlando, one of the longest running open
9
mics
p.m.
in Orlando.
Yeah.
9 p.m. Check it out.
So they're shitting on. They're just yelling at me.
And you're like,
all caps.
Totally
F you,
confused.
Die.
You have no idea what's going on.
No,
at
I'm
this
like,
point.
what is going on here? So I go on Facebook and I notice that other bar has a bunch of reviews. Like it's like already like 300 reviews.
Whoa.
And they're just like, F this establishment. Kermit's a racist.
In like a 24-hour period.
Yes, Kermit's a racist. Kermit is a piece of shit. He doesn't serve anybody. He hates black people. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Wow.
So
I'm just now thinking maybe we should change the name of this podcast to the Obligatory Podcast with Mike.
So I'm looking at this, and then I see that. So there's a general manager at the time at the other bar. And surprise, surprise, his name is Kermit. But he goes by.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? He goes by KJ. And that was like kind of like the ongoing joke with us. Like, what are the odds of two Kermits working?
Because if your name Kermit, you should go with something like KJ.
Yeah. He goes by KJ. I go by Kermit. But his real name's Kermit James. And what'd you call it? So, should I say his real name? Fuck it. And then.
So, the difference is the person. Did you go over yet what the issue was?
No, I haven't gone over the issue.
Okay.
So
just know that Kermit Gonzalez, the partner on my podcast,
is not the Kermit we're talking about.
Is not the manager of the other bar.
No, I'm not the general manager. I just run the open mic.
Open mics on Monday night.
And that's
comedians all are welcome all the time.
All the time.
This other Kermit was the acting manager of the other bar, and he's the Kermit that is in this story.
He's in the hot seat right now.
Okay, so what happened to set this
Saturday
all off?
night? I guess some woman went to the bar, and she has a huge Instagram following. I think like 17K.
Okay,
and they had like a pub crawl, and other bar was on like number 10, which is funny because if you look at the photos, because she videotaped her whole experience.
Yeah.
The photo number 10, get shots at other bar. Number 21, don't throw up. Keep that in mind. Number 21, don't throw up. So they get to the bar, and on Saturdays, I don't know if you guys ever been downtown on a Saturday, you don't get shot glasses because there's too much liability. They're not going to give you a glass if you want a shot. It's going to be in a little plastic cup, and it kind of looks like a mouthwash cup.
Okay.
It looks small. By sight, you're going, that's ridiculous.
But it's still like a 2-ounce shot.
It's the same amount of 2 ounce. So she's like, I'm not paying for this shit. And he's like, well, I can give you another drink, and I can give you another shot if you want. He gives her another shot. She goes, I'm not paying for this shit, which they already had his card. So he's like, well, F it. So he drank her drink. He's like, I'm drinking your drink. Boom. And she's like, oh, my God, really? You're going to drink my drink? Blah, blah, blah.
After she just said she didn't want it.
Right. Which you don't see. You see, like, the intel of it.
Oh, there's a video of this.
There's a video of it. She videotaped the whole thing. She Instagrammed the whole thing. And then she proceeds to, like, yell between her and Kermit are yelling at each other. Kermit's like, get out of my bar. While he's doing it, one of her party members throws up in the bar. Dude. So now he's like, definitely get out of my bar. It's like, get out, everyone get out.
Night's over.
So she's like, I'm not leaving till you give me my $20. He's like, I'm not giving you $20. So that's going back and forth. So then Kermit decides to pull out a water gun and squirt them with water
Probably
gun.
the gun behind the bar that used for like water and Coke and stuff.
No, like a Nerf gun.
He had like a squirt gun?
Yes. And he's shooting them like dogs. Like, get out.
Get off the stool.
Which a part of me goes, I'm still with you, bro.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, that's probably like the smartest way to get rid of drunk people without physically grabbing them. Like, just squirt them with water.
Or you just call the security that you pay for to come get them.
So finally, security comes. They get kicked out of the bar. She goes on a rant, and she goes on her Instagram, tells everyone, F this bar, destroy this bar. They start going in. Instagram, Facebook, Yelp, Google.
Social media warriors.
Social media warriors. And it's like 900 plus.
And it's people from the other side of the country who have never been to another bar being like, I was in here last week and had horrible service.
So this happened Saturday night.
And you're at the game Sunday?
I'm at the game Sunday. So now the Warriors are gathering.
Because all they've figured out so far is the name of the other bar and someone named Kermit.
Right. So
they just start Googling away, and that's how they came upon you probably?
Right. So what messed up Kermit was then they went after Kermit's personal page and started attacking him. And then they found some photos like he has like his brother passed away and stuff like that.
Right.
And they're like, oh, your brother's good thing. He's dead and blah, blah, blah. So he fell into the trap, and he starts answering him back.
And he's like, I hope someone
in your family dies, which is way out of context.
Which, of course, that's what gets screenshotted.
That's what gets screenshot. They don't see that.
They don't see everything.
No, they don't see anything else. And they deleted it.
Yeah.
So then I'm still with Kermit on this. I'm like, bro, I'm still got your back. So then he goes and writes the main chick that's doing the argument, like, look, I threw you out because you were drunk, not because you're fat. I meant black. And then that went into like, they're racist. And I was like, oh, no.
And then he was like, how can I be racist when I'm also a POC or person of color?
I'm a spick. And I'm like, bro, it doesn't matter. You can't say that.
It's like I always tease you. You walk that fine line being brown.
That's what he did.
You can
like,
go,
I'm Hispanic. I can say this. But
no,
dude, so they're just shitting on everything. And they're starting to shit on the comedies. But here's the thing. All these people that are commenting, they don't even live in Florida.
Yeah.
They're like from like Europe. They're from fucking California.
Her followers.
Like one asshole is like, man, I went there yesterday. They didn't even serve my food. I'm like, bitch, we don't serve food. I was like, now I know this is bullshit.
You're just trying to be.
Just 1 star. Everyone gets 1 star. But going back to me, they started shitting on me. So I just replied to one girl. One girl, I go, yo, wrong fucking Kermit. My bad. All of a sudden, the flood stops.
Really?
and they delete everything.
Really?
It disappears.
So she must have been important, or you think everybody saw that
She must have been like the leader. Like I just like, yo, wrong fucking Kermit. She goes, oh, my bad. It was like a scene where like a bunch of people are about to like destroy a house. Like, where the fuck is Mike? And like you open the door, dude. I'm Mike with a wide. Mike down the street. Oh. Have a good night, sir. Yep. Get up.
Well, you still look like a dick.
You still look like a dick. So, so that happened, and now we're dealing with this BS, and unfortunately, people had to get fired, and
man, that sucks.
But it was kind of funny that this happened because all the comedians came out last night.
Now you're the only Kermit.
And only Kermit. There could only be one. And all the comedians came out in support. So I thought that was real cool.
Yeah, it was a good night.
Because let's be honest.
And we had black, white, fat, thin.
Yeah, let's be honest. If that was going to be the comment that took down the other bar, God forbid they ever come to one of our open mics. Because holy shit, the amount of racist shit that these comedians talk about on stage, that would have just shut us down alone if they want to get personal.
Yeah, I've always, in all the rooms I've run or all the shows I've done, I've always been like, if what you're doing is for the sake of eliciting laughter, then I'll have your back. Yeah. So if you're just up there to spread your hate speech or message, I'll be the first one to knock you on the head with a mic stand.
Yeah, dude, it's definitely blown out proportion. And one comedian came up to me. He's like, man, there's 3 people you don't want to ever piss off in this world. It's a fat black woman, gay people, and white people. Don't get on their bad side. I was like, what? He goes, trust me. They always have an army waiting. Yeah. I was just like, all right.
When I was bartending, the guy who taught me at bartending, he's like, there's 2 things we don't mention at this bar, and that's religion and politics. And I'm like, gotcha. He's like, any questions? I'm like, do you think the Pope's a Democrat? Because
get out of my bar.
I've been a dick from day one. So, yeah, man. Well, I'm hoping.
Nothing happened, by the way, Monday. Yeah, it was a packed show. We had a great show.
I saw they had professional security. Like, they've always had a bouncer, but last night they hired from an outside security company just to be on the safe side. They also, the owner of the bar, who I hadn't seen there in months.
Yeah, no, he had a show.
He was actually bartending because, they got rid of. I mean, and I was talking to the owner last night, and
he's super supportive of the comedy scene, by the way.
Super supportive of the comedy. In fact, he was, we've been there 9 years.
So it's dope. It's dope that he's just like, look, we're not shutting this down.
I think his parents ran a comedy club or something up in Philly for some point. Yeah. But at the same time, he was like, man, it was tough because, I was in the position where, he wishes his manager would just been like,
just shut up.
Just shut up and I'll take care of it.
Yeah,
we'll take care of this.
This thing's it started on Facebook and whatever, and it's going to die there. Nothing's going to happen.
People want to push you for a reaction. And that's always my problem. Like, I'm always, like, back when I was younger and getting in bar fights all the time and stuff, I look back at every single one of those and going, man, I should have just walked away. But sometimes you just don't have it in you, especially being comedians like we are. There's always going to be that one line that you're like, even with hecklers, like the guys I work with the most are like, dude, you're great at handling hecklers, but you always take it one line too far. And I can't help it, man. That's just how it is. It's like someone will start heckling or being a nuisance in the audience, and I'll address it. And then I'll make them feel horrible, and I'll have the whole audience on my side, and then I can probably just move on to my next joke. But I'm like, no, here's one more, and they're like, the whole audience all of a sudden, too far. Over no, not correct.
Everyone thought they were going to be picketing at the other bar last night, so it was pretty funny. I walked in with Janae on my shoulders just to show that I'm not racist. So... Was that the one too far? Was that the one too far?
Is that what you did? I didn't see your girl there last night.
No, I didn't. You ruined the joke.
Oh, did I ruin the joke? Or did you attempting to do comedy ruin the joke?
Hey!
Whoa!
That
Hey!
hurts.
Wow!
I take tips from you.
76. 76. Episode 76. Here I found this just for you. Actually, I thought you would enjoy this one.
Is somebody falling downstairs?
Dog poop bomber only gets probation for building and using a dog-do IED against a friend.
I heard that.
Yep.
Yeah, he almost blew up his friend, and he almost killed his friend with dog shit.
A Portland, Oregon man only got 3 months probation for building a bomb and detonating it against a friend whom he believed wronged him. If that sounds harsh, here are some caveats. For starters, the homemade bomb shrapnel wasn't old nails and broken glass, but rather dog poop. A lot of dog poop, enough to fill a toolbox. Furthermore, the bomb itself wasn't powered by your normal explosion. Rather, the bomb was more like a super-powered jack-in-the-box, but again, filled with dog shit. Rob Alexander Stout, 49, told the Multnomah County Circuit Court judge overseeing his case that he built the bomb by stuffing a toolbox with dog poop and an old undeployed airbag from a junkyard. So Stout put the poop-filled toolbox in the back of his friend's Camaro and rigged it to go off when opened. Stout's friend did indeed open the toolbox and told police it went off with the force of an M80. While thankfully Stout's friend was able to walk away uninjured, the Camaro was not so lucky. The thing was absolutely plastered with dog shit. According to Stout, he planted the bomb to get back at his friend for not returning his tools.
Damn, dude.
I gotta say, I have no problems with any of that.
I know you don't. But what if I did that to you, though? Would you be pissed?
What would I do that would lead... Actually, I take that back. Because I had this happen last week.
You had someone throw dog shit on you?
No, dude. I realized what a guilty conscience I walk around with. Because I got in my car the other day. I turned the key, and it didn't start. And most people, when you turn the key and it doesn't start, they think, oh, my battery or my starter. My first logical thought was... this is a failed car bomb attempt. Like, I turned my key and automatically went to, rather than, hey, I probably need a new battery, my mind automatically went to, I've made a lot of enemies. This is someone trying to blow me up. And I got out of the car.
Have you really made a lot of enemies? You just think everyone hates you?
Both.
You think everyone hates you?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think everyone respects you and they don't say shit to you.
No.
Which I don't know why. But
no. I don't know, dude. I think there was a time on this scene that
There was a time my name meant something.
You like this scene? Good, I built this scene. You know, there was a time on this scene when my name
made
was
me laugh, young buck.
But I think I'm just hanging around past my due date.
Are you saying you're expiring?
I think so.
Oh no! Don't say that.
Nah, that's the way I felt for a while.
You got a good 2 months.
Nah, I don't even think so, dude. I mean, mentally, physically, everything. Speaking of which, come on, see me this weekend at the Boardwalk Bowl. I'm actually going to be at Bonkers Comedy Club at the Boardwalk Bowl, East Orlando. Doors open at 7:30. Show starts at 8:30. It is a fire lineup this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
We have Dwayne Williams hosting. We have Chris Alexander doing a guest spot. We have Naresha Dirty. Oh, yes, he is. Doing a feature set.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to be, I'm tagging in, actually. I wasn't scheduled for this gig this weekend. Unfortunately, Ken Miller had some stuff come up, personal stuff with his family. and he has to head back to, I believe, Greensboro, and I'm going to fill in for him. So I don't think the audience will notice the switch at all.
Gee, that's a lot of guest spots, by the way.
Nah, there's only one guest spot.
Oh, Naresh is doing...
Naresh is featuring.
Oh, Naresh is featuring.
Yep.
Oh.
30 minutes of, hello. Hello.
Oh, welcome to the show, everybody.
Are you going to do his whole set?
No. My name is Naresh, and I'm here to do jokes with you. I have 3 kids from an American woman.
I'm Indian. My wife is white. My children are gray.
The dot on my head, don't worry, it's not a sniper. It's just my dot for my religion.
After the show, I'll be selling these 8-armed gods.
By the way, that's one of his jokes. That's not my joke.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. I like Naresh. I've known Naresh since he was calling himself Indian Bob.
Dude, he went by
Back in the
Indian
day.
Bob.
He went by Indian
That's
Bob.
so degrading.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why he changed it, because he felt it was degrading, but he didn't change his set. So it was funny because there was actually 3 Indian people who ended up in the Florida's Funniest Finals competition this year. And so it was Naresh, Shireen Kassam, and a gentleman named Nawad. And they all pretty much do jokes about being Indian.
I know, that had to get tiring quick.
I kind of felt like whoever went first had the best shot, because whoever went second would have to be like, what he said, but I'm a girl.
That's great.
So,
yes, buddy. Welcome to the Culinary Show. All right, let me stop. I get in trouble.
So I'll be at the Boardwalk Bonkers. What is this Friday and Saturday? What's the date on that?
Well, tomorrow.
Well, because today is technically Thursday. When are we releasing this? We release them on Thursdays. So
yeah. So
but anyways, the 13th and 14th.
There you go.
Friday the 13th, I'll be at Boardwalk.
Oh, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th and Saturday the 14th. And if you want tickets, just hit me up on Facebook. Message me.
Or you can go to Patreon and donate $5 and we'll give you.
Yeah. Or you can just go to the Bonkers website and give them a shout. Call them at their number and tell them that Mike sent you. They'll get you some guest comp tickets. Here's another one. Ooh, this one might make you... Actually, I thought it was funny because you had posted... I like that you took the time to post... When we started out, you would take like a minute or two from the podcast and put it to video form. And I was out having dinner with the kiddos the other day and just scrolling through my Instagram, and you had posted... things that gross Mike out or something.
Oh,
like
yeah.
And it's funny because I was sitting there, we were eating at Uno's, and I just started laughing, but I couldn't show my kids why. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know if anyone else listens to this stuff, but it's a good sign if I can listen to it. And
But it was a video of that girl talking about her skin product where she drank her dog's pee.
oh, it was disgusting, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
It was pretty bad.
I was trying to look for something this week to gross you out, but
But I've been doing a pretty good job of grossing you out.
you didn't gross me out. I just don't like that sound.
Or the
Yeah, I don't like the sound of teeth scraping on anything.
Yeah, basically, whenever someone tells me they saw another comedian doing a joke of mine, or a friend of mine tells me that they did a joke of mine on stage, I try to be nice, but in the back of my head, I'm playing that scene from American History X where Edward Norton just comes out, he's like, put your mouth on the curb, and that's like crunch.
Yeah.
And I was playing that video before the show, and I guess it was just really...
It just makes my teeth hurt. It was like, oh, gross.
Here's something for you. This might gross you out a little bit.
No, showing the stupid curb stomp thing again.
No, I'm not. A group of Ohio boys allegedly fed their teachers urine and semen.
Sounds about right. Where's that, Ocoee? West Orange?
No, this is actually in Ohio, and I just thought it's funny because it's in Florida. The teachers are usually feeding that to the students, So,
Hi-yo. By the way, the teacher's an asshole for ever accepting these treats from these kids.
Well, a group of middle school boys have been charged in juvenile court after allegedly tricking their teachers into eating a crepe covered in semen and barbecue sauce mixed with urine, which sounds... A crepe covered with barbecue sauce.
How did you not tell the smell?
Already sounds disturbing. The 7 boys were all 14 at the time.
That's weird.
15.
It's barbecue with a hint of bleach.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and eat it. She deserved it. I hope she ate the whole thing.
Someone said, I believe this is a form of the YouTube flu. Have you ever heard of that?
What's that?
Where kids, YouTube flu apparently is where kids are influenced by dumb pranks they see YouTube celebrities do, is a game of getting views, clicks, and likes. YouTube flu, it just sounds like social media.
That's just some new shit, man.
Yeah.
They always got some new name.
Can we just go back to where we blame down the video games? It was all the video games.
Not video games.
Remember that video game where you had to trick the end boss into eating a crepe covered with semen?
Ugh, God, dude.
Oh, man, that's sad. But, you know, it goes into detail about how some of these kids brought their semen to school in a plastic Ziploc baggie to put on the crepe. I just can't. Dude,
They're like master chefs.
If I was,
but with semen.
Right? If I was hanging out with like 5 of my friends and one of them came with a Ziploc baggie of his cum and was like, I got the stuff, I'd be like, yeah, we're not doing this.
Do you think they put it in a
like a pastry thing?
Yeah, like they piped it like a cake boss. Like they put like little like flowers on it.
They got all frustrated
Yeah.
when the time was ticking down, and they're like, "It's not setting. It's not setting."
They treated that shit like it was an episode of Master Chef.
Yeah, like one of the guys is like, "Well, this is great, but what are we gonna do for a crunch factor on this? Maybe some shredded wheat over the top, just to give it a little bit of a kick."
Give her some of that nut taste.
Oh, dude. Yeah, so I left Other Bar last night, and I got home, and my head was kind of hurting a little bit, like a minor headache. And then I went to put on Netflix, and as soon as I put on Netflix, my head just exploded. And I think I've talked about it before, but 3 years ago, I got my first migraine. I never knew what a migraine was. I just thought when people said they had a migraine, I'm like, oh, they just got a really bad headache. Dude, it incapacitates you. It paralyzes you. I've had 3 since, and this one I had to like go around, and even the light from like a phone charger is enough to like just. I don't know how to explain it. I ended up puking the whole night, cold sweats, ended up crashing out on the bathroom floor with a pillow, shuddering with a blanket on me, just praying that I could fall asleep. And then you wake up and you feel like a human being again. So I don't know what I've done in my life to deserve these, but I have friends who have got these since they were kids. And I'm like, man, how did you not off yourself by now?
Let's see. What causes migraines besides that black cloud that hangs over your head?
Yeah, one of the few good things I had going in my life up to 3 years ago was I never got migraines. And what can you do to alleviate them? Because, like, basically all I can do is sit in a dark room and wait for it to pass.
Let's see. For people suffering migraines, figuring out what trigger a headache may be an important step to managing and preventing pain.
Well, let's see. I went to Other Bar on Monday
Sleeping
night.
in. Yeah, you watch comedy. Sleeping in.
Sleeping in causes migraines?
Sex.
Well, I'm fucked twice.
Cheese and wine.
Oh, there's something I stay away from.
Perfume.
Well, what kind?
A rose by any other name. Just whatever. Just any kind of perfume.
I'll stop wearing
The
perfume.
weather.
Wow.
And,
it just seems like they're
or
making
any
shit
kind
up.
of any kind of pressure change.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's do treatments. Let's look at treatments. Let's
Okay.
see. So that way you know what to do. Let's do self-care. Boot. All right. So avoid alcohol, caffeine.
I had no alcohol last night.
Oh, this is self-care. How do you treat it though, man? Come on. How do you treat this? Let's go. Okay. There it is.
What?
You might need to modify your diet.
What? You think I have a problem with my diet?
I think you do. And stress management.
I eat all 3 food groups: Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's.
Oh, here's some interesting things how to treat it.
Yeah.
Stay away from light.
Oh, that's while you're having one. Right?
Try not to chew.
Okay. I can do that.
Get some caffeine.
Caffeine.
Yeah, practice some relaxation. Take some ginger. Shove a finger in
Like
your
a
butt.
redhead?
Yeah. A finger in your butt. That's weird. Use heating pad or
I find
compress.
that solves most things. Because you stop concentration on the pain in your head and start thinking about the pain
finger
in your ass.
in your ass. So, yes, you can do all that stuff. So, don't eat food while having a finger in your ass and drinking cocaine or Coke. Oh, Coca-Cola. There we go.
I love how caffeine is something that can trigger a migraine, but
Yeah,
it's
but they're
also
telling
the
you
cure
to
for the
they're telling you
migraine.
to try it. That's stupid.
It's like, how do I get credit if I don't have credit, but I need credit to get credit? So you watch Bill Burr's new special yet?
I wanted to watch it tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started playing it this morning when I was recovering from my migraine. And I don't know, maybe it's because I hadn't slept too well that I was watching it, but I was kind of like...
I still need to finish Dave Chappelle's.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if it's me, just because we've been doing comedy for such a long time, but like 30 minutes, I'm okay. Once you go into like an hour plus, to sit there and just zone out, just staring at that person, there's nothing else going on. I'm like, oh God, I need a break.
It takes a lot, but Bill Burr has always been one of those guys I can just watch begin to end and be fine with. And this is the first special that I was like, I watched like 30 minutes and I was like, all right, I'll come back and finish later. So I went back to watch it again. I'm like, okay, I'm in a better mood now. Maybe I'll watch it start to finish. And I got to tell you, his last special, I think was
the cowboy one?
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy that one that
I was
much.
going to say, I think it was, and like, who am I to say, oh, it wasn't good? I'll say I enjoyed it the least of all his specials.
The cowboy one I enjoyed the least.
But then this one, I think I enjoyed the cowboy one more. Because I will say this, this is about an hour and 10 minutes, I think. And for about 30 minutes, I was like, okay, I've heard him discuss these type of stuff. But I listen to his podcast every week. So a lot of his bits, I feel like he's taken from the podcast. So I'm like, okay, I know how he feels about this. I've heard his point of view on this. But then there was a good 20 minutes in the middle. I'm like, okay, that was well done. And then that was it. There was only about 20 minutes that I was like really, really like old school Bill Burr laughing and enjoying. Plus, he was doing it in London. So he was kind of, I don't want to say pandering, but he was really trashing a lot of America. And I think it's one of those things where you can do it in America and trash Americans, and we're like, ha, ha, ha. But it's different when you're like, oh, he's over there trashing us to foreigners.
Oh, you found offense to that?
Yeah. Like, hey, say it to my face. Say it to my face.
I remember his last special he did in Texas.
And they weren't going for a lot.
No, man. They were like,
I got one
against
of
him.
these shirts. And
yeah, he started shitting on the crowd and shitting on the state, and they were like, nah, I'm not having that.
Maybe that's why he did this one in London.
Maybe he did a whole tour over there.
Yeah. But at one point, he really did go in hard this time around about, and it's always been an underlying thing for him. You know, he always brings up, because women are like this. Like, I think he's one of those, I do give him credit for that. He's one of those guys that's made his fame long enough ago that he can still talk about the things that you expect him to talk about without changing and pandering to a younger crowd. Because he's in there going after the Me Too people. And he's like, yeah, I think the Me Too thing, it's died down a bit. I think because we got them all.
Yeah, we got them all. Yeah.
You know, and that got like a big laugh. And then, he goes into just talking about, feminism and how it's all bullshit and stuff like that. And he's at that age where people are like, yeah, that's the way a guy that age should think.
Is that what it is, the age thing?
Yeah, because for a younger comic, you're supposed to be all, like, sensitive and everything else. And
who said that?
Oh, everybody. Come on, dude. You haven't gone drunken monkey and tried to do a joke about, like, because it turned out it was a dude with a dick. And the audience is like, whoa, we don't do that anymore. What? Dudes don't have dick? Or chicks don't have dicks?
Don't have dick? Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, I mean, but basically that's the thing. And you got to stand by what you believe and hope your audience finds you. And that might cost you some work in some of these clubs that are, like, really, really PC nowadays. But if that's really what you think is funny, believe me, there's other people out there that find that funny. It really is kind of weird that comedians have to be overly PC right now, but we have a president who can call everybody names on Twitter 100 times a day.
Oh, boy. Right back to that douchebag.
Wasn't trying to, but you got to admit, it's kind of funny that the people who lost their careers due to the Me Too movement were people
Billy Bush is still looking for a job.
Yeah, it's people in the entertainment community that it affected and not politicians, which is weird because it's people who like make their money off public, like Kevin Spacey. I guess Kevin Spacey's been cleared of a lot of things, right?
We're touching those boys.
It's coming back now that Kevin Spacey is like in the clear on a lot of things. So who
gives the clear, by the way? Who goes, all right, you serve your time?
I guess whoever you paid enough money to.
You
diddle
these boys,
but
you're good now.
Movie studios are like, oh, dude, we can't put you in a movie because like he was halfway done filming a movie when all that happened and they pulled him out of it and recast him and reshot those scenes. He was in House of Cards and they pulled him out and ended the season differently. or started the new season differently. And it's funny how studios are like, we just can't take the risk of people not tuning in or not coming to see. But when it comes to politicians, it's like, well, yeah, he did it, but he's got 4 more years. So what are we going to do? We signed a contract.
Yeah, I guess swept under the rug.
Yeah. So, I think we covered, I'm going to be at the Boardwalk Friday and Saturday. Then Wednesday, the 18th, I'm actually heading up to Miramar Beach, Florida. I'm doing the Village Door Music Hall. Kevin White and I doing a show out there. Really excited. Nice venue. Never played it before. Looking forward to it.
That's a Wednesday night?
Yeah. That's when they bring me in on those big nights.
Big nights.
They're like, we got the Oak Ridge.
Are you going to
Boys
stay in a
here
nice
Friday
place? Or are you going to stay in some raggedy-ass motel like you did last time with no handle and you almost getting murdered?
Which one was that?
The last road trip you and Kevin went. You guys
Oh,
stayed.
yeah.
Are you going to actually look into where you're going to stay at? Or are you going to be that asshole out
dude,
and then show up?
That particular room, that city that we play in Columbus.
That entire story, I was like, I'd never want to be a comedian.
No, that's just that gig. That's notorious for you.
I'll
getting
never
a shitty
do
room.
that fucking gig.
But what I'm doing now on that gig is just like, hey man, just give me the money that you were gonna spend over there, and I'll throw an extra $30 on so I can get a place that hasn't been making like the police blotter.
That doesn't have blood stains on the carpet?
So scary, man. So scary.
So you got a hotel, or are you gonna wing it again?
Yeah, this place, it's right on the beach. This
Oh,
club.
shit.
So what they do is they're like, this is kind of shitty, actually.
And bring in the clouds.
Here we go. This is kind of shitty what they do, actually. They know that where their club is, all the hotels right on the beach cost a shit ton of money.
What's a shit ton of money? $100?
Like, in this area, probably you're looking at like easily $200.
Okay.
Because they're like, it's like going off to a separate island, basically. So they set us up with a room. They either offer us the money that we're going to put towards a hotel, and then we can, figure our own shit out. Or the hotel they have is about a 40-minute drive from the venue. Now, that being said, it's a one-nighter. So you actually we got to drive up to the Panhandle. We'll pass the town where our hotel is before the club. So we can check into the hotel, get changed, and then continue on, go to the club. And then we got to head back the next day anyways, or that night, so we can drive back to the hotel. They gave Kevin and I both money they gave us the option of, did we want our hotel or did we want cash? So what we decided to do was we just took one hotel room with twin beds, and then we're going to take the cash that...
Yeah, that's what I would have done too. Take the cash, and then you guys book a room, 2 beds, and just...
Well, that's what... They're giving me a room. They give you the option of... Yeah, they give you the option. Do you want us to book a room 40 minutes away from the venue, or do you want the cash? So I told him I'll take the room with 2 beds. Kevin's going to crash out with me there. And then we take the money that they're giving Kevin for the hotel, and we put that into gas and tolls and stuff like that.
Why did you just take the cash on both?
Why?
And then you guys book your own hotel, and you get a better price somewhere instead of going to their bullshit.
That's how you end up in like a shitty damn hotel.
Well, you don't go to a shitty hotel. You go into a hotel where you...
If they're giving me a room that's decent, which it is.
Oh, so the room is decent.
Yeah, the room.
It's not like
it's not like last time.
Where the curtains are made out of paper.
No, it's a decent room.
All right.
A decent hotel chain.
All right.
So we already got a room, so we'll take that room, and we just basically need to drive up there, hit the hotel, get changed, shower up, go do the gig. Then after the gig, maybe hang out for a bit. It's also Kevin's birthday the next day. So we figure we'll take that as is, hey, we're up in a beach town. We'll go somewhere, celebrate your birthday after the show. And then we will head back to the hotel, grab some rest, and drive back down the next day.
Okay.
Yeah. And then coincidentally, I have 2 more shows with him next month in Boca and Delray Beach. And both those venues opted out of giving us a hotel, but gave us extra money so we can find our own accommodations. And same thing, but that's like a 2-night.
Why'd you do an Airbnb?
We do. When they say we can find our own accommodations, what I do is, and you're a comic, you probably know about this, Ignite Hospitality, ignitehospitality.com. You hit these guys up, you tell them you're a comedian, and what they do is they usually find you rooms in nice hotels for like a third of the price. So like whenever I go out to Palm Harbor, it's like usually $30 to stay at like the Hampton Inn and Suites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and all they really have you do is you call the venue you're performing at and you're like, hey, can I offer them free tickets? And venues are always cool with like, yeah, we can give you some free tickets. So you offer them a couple of free tickets and you post on your social media like, had a great time staying at the Hampton Inn and Suites, blah, 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 such a clean room, blah, blah, blah. So it's like advertising for them, and you're getting like a awesome $110 a night room for like $30 in tax.
Gotcha.
So that's it. What about you, man? What you got going on this week?
I DJ Saturday at a MMA event.
DJ playlist
coming to you live. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to make that playlist, and then I DJ Saturday all day at an MMA event here in Orlando.
Yeah, you doing it yourself or you bring your partner?
No, I'm bringing my partner. We're there from like 12 to 10.
Oh, wow.
Hell yeah. It's a long day.
Pay pretty decent.
Hell yeah. You think I'm going to do this shit for free?
You do comedy for free.
Not 9 hours of it. 5 minutes is different than 9 hours. Yeah. I don't even drive out that far for comedy. Is this out in
Tampa again?
No, it's here in Orlando.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's right there in Orlando events in Longwood or Altamont, one of the two.
Oh, I was thinking.
If you didn't have the show, I was going to tell you to come on out. I would have got you in, but you got your show.
Yeah, what time is it?
Ends at 10.
Oh, yeah, I'll be on.
You'll be on.
And
you'll
that's
be getting
Saturday
done.
night?
Yeah, Saturday night.
I'll be done. You going to swing by Friday to do a guest spot?
No, dude, you got like 8 comics on the show.
I do not. I have 4.
That's a lot.
Uno, dos. No, I'm one of them. So we got a host, one guest spot, featuring.
Let's find it funny. Anyways, we'll talk about it off stage.
All right. You're just scared to come out and bomb the new guys?
No, I'll tell you what happened. Cause I did Bonkers.
You went out there recently and opened for Jersey, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
That was funny, by the way. Jersey was off the ship, right? Because he's back out on the ships.
Yeah.
But I was hanging out with him at your place like 2 weeks ago. We were sitting at the bar. And Jersey, I hadn't seen him in a while, so we're talking. And there's some comic on stage, and he just starts laughing. He's like, that's a funny bit. And I'm like, yeah, that's going to work great on the ship, son. He's like, this motherfucker right here.
He's over here watching people's sets to use on that damn cruise ship, the son of a bitch.
No, that's just a fact. Nah, you know I love Jersey, man. I love Jersey. But when I saw him that night, he was like, man, life is hard. I'm like, this is a conversation that's going somewhere.
Anyways, I'm not gonna get into it.
I want to get him on the show.
I want to round kick Jersey in his face.
Why?
Just cause it's Jersey. That comment right there. Life is hard. Shut up. I'm gonna kick you in your face.
Yeah. So what you got going on promo wise? Who you doing shit for right now?
What do you mean?
Like usually every week you're like, man, I gotta get this flyer out.
Oh, I gotta do Lakeland Laughs.
Lakeland Laughs for who?
James. Mike Lee.
Oh, Mike Lee?
Yeah, he hired me for a couple of gigs, and then
you got some preacher stuff this week, or no?
I always have preacher stuff to do.
Yeah.
And then I got Andretti.
Oh yeah, because Real Laughs is done.
Yeah, I'm DJing for that too.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm actually going in. James hit me up yesterday. I guess I'm recording on the Lowdown.
Lowdown
tomorrow, which. When you hear this, will have been yesterday, and I was amazing on
it. Gotcha.
So it turned into a busy week, having nothing to do, and then all of a sudden...
I got a super busy month. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it.
You work so hard, yet get nowhere.
I work so hard. No, I take that back. I work a lot and get paid good, but it's very, very easy.
You just make it seem harder?
I don't make it seem harder.
Every time you're like, I got so much to do today.
Editing sucks.
Yeah.
But it's not like if you compare me to a construction worker and like I'm working out of my bed.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I'm so bored and tired. That's me.
I'm right there. Like even with James, like he sent me over his, notes and show prep, and I had to write some bits for some stuff. And I'm just sitting there today after dealing with a migraine and just like, oh, but then in the back of my head, I'm like, it could be a hell of a lot.
Yeah, I'm not out in the sun cutting grass.
I could have to be in pants on a roof.
Like I look at some of these other guys that like comedians. They have like these awful jobs. I'm like, yo, f that. I don't like. So So if you consider me pressing play and then telling fart jokes and then doing karate and kicking kids in the head for fun, I don't have a hard job.
Yeah. Plus you got your IRA accounts accumulating. You're still good.
I'm still good.
Still good. When are you going to retire? Never?
I don't know. I never thought about that.
Yeah. You're just going to have to work till the day you die, you think?
I don't know. Yeah, because, I mean, there's only really one option I have is either
hit the lotto, make it big with something.
or just shut down the school.
Yeah.
But if I, you know what I mean? Like, I'll just shut down the karate school. Just be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
So.
You got to find some way to make more money from just being at home.
And I don't think there's anything that can make as much money right now that I'm making. I mean, I'm not saying I'm banking.
Check out our Patreon, the Obligatory Podcast. Go ahead, whatever you can give. I mean, if you enjoy listening, you enjoy listening. $1 means the world. I mean,
yeah,
$1 a month. That's $12 a year. You know, $13 a leap year.
Help feed Mike. He's the one that needs it.
Like, I need more food.
Yeah, that's true.
I need to get fatter, friends.
No, dude, you need to freaking lose some weight, man.
I do need to lose some weight.
What's going on with you, bro? You over here drinking a freaking 8-gallon freaking racetrack soda in front of me.
Yeah.
What the hell? You're supposed to be drinking water like I told you.
I was thirsty.
Yeah, not soda.
Yeah. Oh, you know, I see the L on my cup.
Yeah, it's large.
Yeah. Did you hear that story the other day?
No.
Like, this guy, his girlfriend spent the night, and she left some tampons there. Or she left a tampon there. And it had an L with a circle on it. And I got something on me?
No, that was me scratching my face.
Oh, you're doing that thing, but you were looking at me.
I'm looking at you because
like,
listen to
I
your
have
story.
something on my...
No. Listen to your story.
So the tampon had like an L with a circle on it. So he went to like Instagram. He's like, hey, so my girl left one of her left tampons here the other day. Does anyone know where I can get a single right one? Oh. So in case there's an emergency, we're good.
Okay.
And it started this whole thing of girls just asking, do you guys not know what the letters on tampons stand for?
Wait, there's letters on tampons?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
So apparently there's like L for light flow, and M for medium flow, and H for heavy flow. So all the, like, go ahead, just Google what guys
So it's
think.
more cotton.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how those things work.
They show it up the cooch.
They're magic.
And then it expands.
They're magic.
Like a balloon animal.
Yeah, I know girls that have like the cup. They don't even use tampons. They just take a little plastic cup and put it up there.
But
yeah.
I feel like I have no.
I think it's called like a goddess cup or something.
You know what? I should not be talking about any of this. I have no knowledge about this shit. I'm not
is this how it is in this house? You just look at your girl like, we having sex tonight? She's like, I'm on my period. You're like, say no more. See you in a week.
Yeah, pretty much. Gross. And I fly away.
Hey, do you mind not sleeping on the $5,000 bed?
Yeah.
You're such an ass.
I'm the asshole here. You're the one that said it.
It's your girl.
Yeah.
The one that you mentioned you only bring out when you need like a
black representative.
Yeah. You're like, this is my display.
This is
my visual aid.
I'm not the racist Kermit.
I just always make sure that she's available on Martin Luther King Day. Because we go out for dinner, be like, look, I'm one of the good ones.
I'm one of the good ones. Don't hate me. Don't kill me on my social media.
You know, if you guys ever break up and it's your fault, it's because you're racist.
Is that what happens when you date a black woman?
She's going to be crying. They're like, why'd he dump you? He's racist.
Is that what happens to most people? Oh, no.
Yep.
It's a trap.
And if she dumps you, her friends are going to be like, you made the right choice. Because he was racist.
He was racist. I know.
You just have to stay with her till you die.
Right.
And then when you die at the funeral, she's going to be like, and here's something nobody knew about Kermit. He was racist.
On my tombstone, I'll go, Kermit, not the racist one.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and just put silly putty over
Wait,
that
you think
knot.
you're going to outlive me?
I know I'm going to outlive you.
There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Because God hates me, so he wants me to live in pain as long as possible. He'll always bring me next to death.
All right, we're done with this podcast.
Why are we done? We're just getting good.
Because God wants you to stay around.
No, actually, Satan wants. Like, there's that saying that God takes the good ones young. But if you're doing Satan's work, you can stay here as long as you want. He's in no rush. Why does he want me in hell when I'm causing so much pain up here? People are trying to car bomb me, Kermit.
No one's trying to car bomb you. Your car is like 2000 and 0. Yeah, no, your car's old.
It is old.
Yeah.
So I'm about to do that midlife crisis thing where I'm looking at my bank account, but I'm also going, you know what? Fuck it. I got the money. Just gonna go buy a new car tomorrow. Gonna get a new phone tomorrow. Gonna get a new video camera tomorrow. Just gonna buy, and then I'm gonna be happy for about 2 seconds until I see my bank statement, and then I'll be like, we're fucked.
Yeah, don't do that. That's dumb.
Yeah.
As you're not financial advisor. Don't do that.
That's a good call. But I do need a new car.
You need a new car, but
And a new phone.
you gotta go smart about it.
Okay. What do you think I should get?
A used car with low mileage.
Nah.
What do you mean? No, you want a brand new one?
Just thinking about it.
You want a? Is that one of those things like I never had a brand new car?
Partly.
Yeah, that was me too. I can't talk shit. But still,
Partly, but actually, my credit's at a really good place right now. Where
was that 600?
No, I'm exceptional.
You're mediocre.
I am exceptional.
You're exceptional.
I'm exceptional.
You approved for a Walmart card?
I'm like exceptional. Like I showed my credit to a car dealer the other day. He's like, "Dude, I can get you in something no money down right now." I'm like,
Yeah, but then the payments suck.
no,
Bullshit.
no. He pulled up the payment. So I'm like, "Yeah, I could do that."
Yeah, you gotta be tricky. Those guys are trickies.
Yeah, you think it's better to go through the bank that I'm banked with and get like my loan through them, or go to a car dealership?
Yes.
You
Go through the bank.
Go to the bank.
If your
first?
bank offers your bank will offer a better low interest,
And then I can just walk in and be like, "Here's your cashier's check."
unless they can beat it.
Mm.
If that's they can go, oh, I can beat that.
See, and that's why I don't want. I don't want them going in and like making offers to a ton of banks because I don't want my credit to take those dings for like, so many people checking.
I don't think that's true anymore. By the way,
You don't think so?
I think they finally got rid of that.
You know who we should get in here? Scott Orbany. Because number one, he's a comic on the scene.
He's a liar.
But number two,
He got a liar face.
dude, he's been, not only has he been selling cars in Central Florida for over 30 years, he now teaches all the salesmen at his
How to
dealership.
be a liar.
But he was cool. Like 2 years ago when I was shopping around for a car, he was like, dude, I will go in there and sit down with you, and I will do the negotiation with
Oh,
you.
do that. That's what I did.
And he's like, we can also use my, well, I'm not sure I should talk about that. But
Yeah, I get what you're saying, though.
yeah.
But no, take him.
I thought that would make a great reality TV show to follow a car salesman going around doing negotiations.
I took my financial advisor,
Yeah.
and I didn't say one word.
And he just walked away. You
He
guys
did
walked-
all the talking for me. And he's like, nope, we don't like this. We're leaving.
And you just
And
didn't even talk to
I
the
was like a
sales
little
guy.
puppy. I was like, yeah, okay. I was out.
And did the salesman try to be like, well, who's buying this car?
No,
Who's this
because
car?
they know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
They know what's up. They see that. They're like, oh, we're in for a ride.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I remember you telling me about that, and you didn't end up buying a car that time around.
No, didn't buy a car that time.
No. And then you went and got this one
Mm-hmm.
with the same financial advisor?
Yep.
Yep.
I take that. Any kind of big purpose, I'm taking him with me.
Got a happy deal on this one?
Hell yeah, I did. Well,
Yeah.
it's paid off now, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Was it brand new when you got it?
mm-hmm.
What year is it?
2015. Yeah, it's pretty old, but I mean, it still runs like a champ. I'm running that thing to the ground.
Yeah. Well, it still drives great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm running that to the ground.
So that's who we should get. We should get Scott Orbany in here, and then we should just get him to talk. Because I think a lot of people are in this position. Like, I actually haven't got a new car yet because every car I've ever bought for myself has been I pay cash for it straight out, and then whenever something goes wrong with it, I just think of that as a car payment if something goes wrong, which is the way my dad taught me. But at the same time, I grew up learning how to work on cars and stuff like that. But you know what? Nowadays, I don't even want to change my own oil anymore. I'm like, it's worth it to me to pay someone else $50 to do the oil so I don't have to have my back aching for 2 days
Yeah,
from
no.
jacking up a car and stuff.
I know
like
I
that.
changed my oil, but I don't want to do it. It's a mess.
Yeah. So I'm got to the point. That's where I've got now. So like now I just want a car. I want no problems. I just want to go buy something that's under warranty. Like Kias have,
Lifetime warranty.
yeah, pretty good.
Or it's 30 year.
Like 100,000 mile or something like that. Pretty good warranty. And yeah, that's why I want something. When something goes wrong, I can just take it in and be like, no, this is on you.
You just need a car that gets that's reliable and that gets you to point A to point B.
And good mileage because I want to get on the road more. So,
Or get an electric car.
want to get a Tesla because everybody's getting Teslas.
The sucky thing is it takes forever to charge, and you gotta find charge stations. You only get 2 hours of drive. Kind of sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. Your buddy was here last week. I wanted to go in the Tesla.
He's
but
still
it
here.
Started raining.
He
Lives here now.
Yeah, we'll drive in it.
We gotta get video of that. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
but-
you put a video of him.
Well,
Did you put that up on the?
you know what? I didn't, and I should get that
Okay,
video.
check out Kermit Goes for a Ride in a Tesla.
I'll put it on the Patreon.
On our Patreon page.
I'll put that up.
We're
I'll
gonna put that
up
on
today.
Patreon.
Yeah, I'll put it on Patreon.
All right, we'll put it on Patreon.
Yeah, well, my buddy falls asleep on the wheel.
Oh, great! Now they have no reason to go watch it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy though. It's still worth the watch.
All right. So remember, this week, Friday and Saturday, 13th and 14th, I'm at Boardwalk Bowl in East Orlando. Hit me up on Facebook for tickets. You can also find me across all social media platforms. Mike Herlihy, MYKE'S MIGRAINES. Oh, speaking of which, you did those new business cards for me, and I don't think they're working.
What do you mean they're not working?
I mean, I've handed them out at like 8 shows now, and nobody's emailed me or called me.
I was gonna say what? That's not my fault.
Nobody's hit me
They
up
came
on
out. They look
Instagram.
good, right?
They look good.
That's all that matters.
But no one's hit me up on Facebook or Instagram.
Not my problem. You're not promoting right.
I'm pretty sure it's your cards.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're not doing it right.
Well, how should I do it?
I'm just saying, maybe put your hips into it a little bit when you sell.
Bring back the straight jacket. Gotcha.
All righty, man. Well, we are out of here. This is episode 76. Thank
76?
Thank you guys for tuning in and listening. And till next week, I'll see you later.
Love you.